Colorado! Listen up, Colorado. Pay attention, America. You dirty, rotten pieces of shit. You'd listen if you knew what was good for you. So, Colorado, there's going to be a ballot coming out. So when you go to vote, do not vote for Michael Bennett, Andrew Yang, Cory Booker, Marianne Williamson, Deval Patrick, or John Delaney. Definitely don't vote for John Delaney, but all those candidates, whether they're good or bad, like them or don't like them, they've dropped out. So don't be fucking stupid, Colorado. You're literally wasting your vote voting for somebody who's dropped out of the race. So don't be stupid. Now, Bernie's campaign in Las Vegas, he just finished speaking in Las Vegas. It's Saturday, February 15th, 2020. So he's encouraging people to vote early now in the caucus, or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday, because you get early caucus in Nevada. And it's Nevada, the data in Nevada, yabba dabba Nevada. What's the matter with Nevada? I help you to remember it. So Bernie Sanders Bernie Sanders won in Iowa. He won the popular vote in Iowa. He won the New Hampshire primary, straight up. There's 2 super PACs in Nevada right now. So he's already given, he gave a speech yesterday in Texas, gave a speech today in Las Vegas. In the Texas speech, somebody passed out. So he's a rock star when it comes to politics. They passed out, and he gave his own bottle of water to that person. So the Nevada Culinary Workers Union. This whole video, I just want to talk about the NCWU, Local 266. Now, the Nevada Culinary Workers Union is made up of a diverse group of people. That's bartenders, housekeepers, cooks. There's 60,000 members in the NCWU. 54% are brown Latino, 19% are white Caucasians, 15% are Asians, 10% are black. So 15% Asian, 10% black, 19% white, 54% brown Latino. It's a major union to be reckoned with, okay? So the Nevada Culinary Workers Union, 60,000 members. Just last month, the NCWU had won recognition from the Green Valley Beach Resort Spa Casino. So they just got union recognition for 900 workers at the Green Valley Beach Resort Spa Casino. So Berners knows what's up. So that way you know what's up. The Culinary Union's been, kicking ass and taking names. Now, you'd think a union would be a natural ally with the socialist, but not the NCWU. No. So this Culinary Union, they already got health care from 80 years ago, apparently from some trust fund, but they're being scared by these neoliberal Republican scare tactics. They are being told that Medicare for All is going to take away their Culinary Union health care. And even though it replaces it, Bernie's is, a gradual change. It replaces it eventually. He's not taking health care away from anybody. And the fact that they're going to, defend Elizabeth Warren, they said of Elizabeth Warren that her health care plan is going to replace theirs, whereas where they said of Bernie care, it was mandatory and that you had to, give up your health care. So they made it sound like they're losing health care. They're not losing any health care. You're getting good, comprehensive health care. So if they are like, you know what, we love this health care so much, not only are they getting comprehensive health care for everybody, it's better for the common good, it's better for, everybody in America if we get universal health care. But for the Culinary Workers Union themselves, it's good for them because now they got more bargaining power to bargain for wages, higher wages, to bargain for safer working conditions, higher wages, and maybe other benefits. So it's comprehensive health care. So now they don't have to worry about, clinging on to it, paying for it, paying into it, because they got Bernie care. So it's just disingenuous to say that Bernie's going to take away health care from anybody. If you think about the entire thing that Bernie Sanders is up against Big Pharma, up against the insurance industry, he's going to, essentially wipe out the health insurance industry. Now, he's up against, it's an uphill battle. He has to go against this avalanche of onslaught, and essentially it's going to cost $30 trillion. Where's that money going to come from? And he has to combat, the right wing, and now the left wing is just putting out propaganda bullshit, saying he's going to take away health care. That's what Bernie Sanders, you think Bernie Sanders is going to take away your health care? That's stupid. That's dumb as fuck. So the Culinary Union, because they have health care, I think it's the, Secretary Treasurer. Now, Bernie Sanders had ordered a cease and desist warning or whatever on the Bernie Brigade from harassing the NCWU, the Culinary Union for, the Nevada workers, bartenders, house cleaners, cooks, just really salt-of-the-earth people, right? Bernie says that harassment of all forms is unacceptable to me, and we urge supporters of all campaigns not to engage in bullying or ugly personal attacks. Our campaign is building a multi-generational, multi-racial movement of love, compassion, and justice. We can certainly disagree on issues, but we must do it in a respectful manner. So he is saying, knock it off with the bullying and knock it off with the, personal attacks. So he's calling it in for it, whether or not, so this is just perfect, right? So the Culinary Union, they pass out this flyer. They pass out a flyer, and it's saying that Bernie's going to take your health care. And then a lot of Bernie brothers, supposedly, Bernie's not convinced it's actually Bernie brothers. Maybe it's Elizabeth Warren, maybe it's Hillary. Remember all that pornography, the Bernie pages with, Hillary's campaign dumped a bunch of pornography on all of Bernie's pages at, some moment in the campaign 4 years ago? So it very much could be, the other campaign, and then, hey, why don't you be disruptive, call yourself, have a Bernie t-shirt, be disruptive, and now people are like, oh, them damn Bernie bros, right? It's not Bernie I hate, it's the supporters of Bernie. Maybe the supporters of Bernie just realize it's do or die time, and, the people are hurting. And so the people that are supporting Bernie understand either their own pain or the pain of others, and so they might go above and beyond the call of duty, but unfortunately I think being an asshole to people is sometimes the only way some people are going to listen. And so I don't know what was said or, specifically what was going on. But after they pass out this flyer, apparently on Twitter, and then they started getting emails and phone calls, they sent out, this press release saying, we don't know why Bernie Sanders supporters are harassing us. And then Bernie says, don't harass. And then now where the NCWU is right now is they are doing no endorsements. They're going to focus on goals, but they're not endorsing anybody. So we're in a better place now. We're in a better place now. But just to get to the, heart and soul of the whole thing, another odd thing is Elizabeth Warren, they're going to give her, a bye or a pass and say, well, her plan is just replacing our plan, whereas Bernie's is mandatory, and they're stealing our health care away from us, and they're going to leave us without health care, and we're going to be sick as dogs, and we're going to go bankrupt by having a major operation. That's not going to happen, right? That is not going to happen. But Elizabeth Warren's staff has actually crossed the picket line 2 times. Elizabeth Warren's staff has actually gone to one of the casinos that they're striking, and they're trying to unionize. So they're going to defend Elizabeth Warren even though she's her staffers are crossing the picket line. And then Bernie Sanders, when it comes to unions, he's going to double union membership. He's going to double union membership, and like I said before, unions and socialists should be natural allies to begin with. I mean, aren't socialists unionists anyways? So, yeah. So Bernie did right? He got to stay above the fray, say don't bully, don't harass, don't have personal attacks against people. Bernie Care will, ultimately, I guess, end their culinary health care, but it's going to give them Bernie Care, which is comprehensive, old, dental, it's everything. So Bernie supporters emailed, called, tweeted harassing messages towards the NCWU. He said, not to do it anymore. If you are interested in joining the union, the NCWU, in Clark County, Las Vegas, Nevada, 702-385-2131 is their phone number. It's local 266 in Clark County, Las Vegas, Nevada, 702-385-2131. So if you're interested in joining the union, that's their phone number. Bernie had peppered some doubt as to whether it was the Bernie Brigade, the Sandinistas at all. It could be paid trolls by the opposition posing as Bernie Bros, right? So you don't know. You don't know exactly what's happening, but fantastic. They shit on Bernie. Bernie Bros get mad. Now they come back and say, look how they're being dicks. You started it. The NCWU started it. So apparently they don't understand the economic pain. Why would people support Bernie and have, health care? So the Secretary of Treasury of the Culinary Union issued a statement saying, boo on Bernie Brothers. We had this health care plan for 80 years now. We had a trust fund which, established it, so we've had this health care for 80 years, but Bernie wants to take it away from us. The NCWU is pretending like they're just a bunch of hapless, perfect victims. They weren't doing nothing, and then all of a sudden, thousands of Bernie trolls came out of the woodwork. You lying dog-faced pony soldier, you. You lying dog-faced pony soldier, you. So the NCWU is spreading around these Republican talking points. He's going to steal your health care, right? It's for everybody. As if the point of Bernie care is to get rid of health care. You lying dog-faced pony soldier, you. Jesus Christ. So this is just a flank attack. It's kind of crazy. He's got this onslaught of relevant criticism, and then now you got to deal with this bullshit of the NCWU. Now, I wanted to mention her specifically. So there's the Giocondo. So this Giocondo Argello Klein is the one who's been leading the Secretary-Treasurer or whatever. She's been issuing the statement. She tried to fuck Bernie Sanders over in 2016 too. So it's not the first time the Secretary-Treasurer of the NCWU tried to fuck over Bernie Sanders. Apparently, Giocondo Argello Klein is a board member of CAP, the Center for American Progress, which is Near Canada's corporate think tank, which is associated with the Clintons. Before Nevada caucuses in 2016, Giocondo Argello Klein said that Bernie's staff had dressed up like culinary workers to influence the union members. So that's fantastic. Bernie brothers aren't just, harassing them, but they're dressing like maybe the union members were just supportive of Bernie, and they were like, that's a CIA spy, yeah, because, the Bernie Brigade are a bunch of CIA spies, and they've infiltrated the union by dressing up just like that's actually the union members. So Giocondo tried to, do some smear shit 4 years ago in Nevada. Giocondo tried to do some smear shit this year, too. They won't endorse a candidate that's better, but Nevada is a right-to-work state. Bernie's going to ban right-to-work laws. So Bernie is, a natural ally for the unions. It would get rid of the right-to-work laws. He's going to double union membership. And socialism is unions. It's, the Soviets are just working-class unions. So, yeah, they've tried to do this before at Culinary 226 or 266, 226 or 266, one or the other. But that's their Twitter handle, at Culinary, I think 226. And the station casinos, they donated to Joe Biden's campaign because, of course, they did. Of course, Creepy Joe's going to take corporate money, $5,600 donation, so I think that's the maximum. And then the Palms Casino Resort, I mentioned this before, and then I'll get, a little bit more into the heart of this. But the Palms Casino Resort, Liz Warren, two of her staffers stayed at the Palms Casino Resort in spite of the union strike going on there, May and June of 2019. So Liz staffers have already crossed the picket line. Bernie Sanders stands in solidarity with the NCWU. Elizabeth Warren already crossed the picket line. So did Marianne Williamson. Elizabeth Warren didn't respond, but Marianne Williamson did. She said that the staff were all pro-union, but she didn't, I think she responded to it, so that was nice, whereas Elizabeth Warren didn't respond at all. So Elizabeth Warren's crossing the union, strike, crossing the picket line at the Palms Casino Resort, and they're still giving her a pass. They're saying, that's all right, Liz. You get on out of here, you crazy goofball, you. So Bernie cares comprehensive health care. They're using Republican language. It's going to cost $30 trillion, right? So they could say that it's expensive, but to keep the current system costs $50 trillion over 10 years. So it's more expensive to keep on going with the status quo. So Bernie's plan actually is cheaper overall. Bernie's plan also gets rid of all premiums and deductibles and co-pays for everybody. So the fact that he's going to take health care away, that's insane. That's ludicrous. That is insanity. That is insanity. So yeah, the NCWU, they were the culinary union. They're heavy-handed in their denunciation of Medicare for all. Too much. They went too far. They're not going to endorse any of the candidates. It's better they should endorse Bernie. But apparently, they're run by assholes, but the assholes realize the predicament they're in. So they say that they're opposed to Medicare for all because they're afraid of losing their health care, and that Bernie supporters have been cussing and causing a ruckus. The unions in Europe are stronger because they have government health care. Medicare for all would expand union bargaining power. So instead of just, you already got health care, so you don't need to pressure the employer to give you health care anymore. Now you pressure the employer for higher wages, other benefits, safe working conditions, etc. So Medicare for all is better for the common good. It protects union members against the bad employer who wants to pull the health care out from underneath them, say during a strike, just pull the carpet, out from underneath them. Medicare for all is a gift to everybody. It's a gift to the labor movement. It's a testament to the labor movement. The labor movement has helped with health care, 8-hour workday, union, a lot of shit. So yeah. The NCWU, so it's all over now, but this is just to keep a heads up on, the NCWU. They've already tried some bullshit 2 times in a row. Now they're saying they're not going to endorse a candidate, but we all know who Giocondo Arguella Klein. She doesn't want Bernie Sanders in there. She would, would be willing to take Elizabeth Warren over Bernie. So we know that she's biased. Right, so even though NCWU is focused on goals right now, they're not going to endorse their candidate. I do think we need to keep an eye on them. And public pressure, don't do any personal attacks, don't bully them. But I think saying a couple times, hey, what the fuck is going on with this shit? What the fuck is going on with this shit? Maybe, air out your grievances once or twice or so, see if you get a response. If not, if you told them, you got your, just tell them what you feel. You don't exactly have to rub it in their face and force them to your will. So just let them know how you feel, but don't harass and don't bully, okay? So that's, so that's everything I know about the NCWU debacle, the NCWU bullshit, shitstorm, try to take Bernie down bullshit. So, yeah, vote for Bernie Sanders. Peace.